Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is going to be a very interesting live stream. I need to prepare you. We are talking about money. Surprise, surprise, we're talking about money. Now, the purpose of my live stream is to help you understand that money always exists, okay? Money moves. It doesn't disappear. It's not playing magic tricks. Money moves. And my goal is to help you to be able to objectively, and thank you for the gift, and critically think about money and how to stack that cash. Now, in order for you to do that, I want you to be able to objectively look at things that are happening before your face and to be able to critically think about what you're being told and what you're being showed so that you can do better financially. So if you are broke money, I want you to go to new money. If you're new money, I want you to go to more money. You with me? Broke money to new money to more money by emulating the actions of the rich, of the powerful. Are we clear? Money, there's always an economic boom that's happening. So I use history, I use current events, I use current events, I use the stock markets, I talk about a number of different things so you understand there's always money for the taking. Now, this is not entertainment. This is educational, hardcore education. So if you are ready to focus and pay attention to me, let's have a good time. I have a moderator. She does not play. My moderator is the person that plans for me what I talk to all of you about. So I want to state for the record, if you get muted, don't send me a DM complaining. I will block you. If you are not adding value, comment-wise, behavior-wise, you will get blocked. I'm trying to teach people how to earn money all the time so they can break generational poverty and they can be in the constant flow of prosperity, wealth, and success. Are we cool? Good. Now, the only thing I ask for all of you is to tap the screen and give me hearts because that lets me know that you understand. That lets me know that we're vibing, and it lets TikTok know that I'm adding value so I can help as many people as possible. This is about money. Keep your racial, religious, and political preferences out of my live stream. There will be no bitching, there will be no moaning, there will be no complaining. If you cannot focus, scroll. If you don't understand, STFU and or scroll. You have no rights except for the rights to earn cash in my live stream. Do I make myself clear? The only rights you have in my live stream is to focus and to have cash. Good, let's get started. Now, the FDIC. The FDIC. Now, what does the FDIC do? The FDIC is a federal government organization that insures your money in banks. So if you put money into savings, the FDIC will insure each account that you have up to $250,000. Now, the FDIC has just said that banks can engage in crypto activities without regulatory approval. Hold on, I want to make sure you're with me. The FDIC insures your savings, your accounts, and banks. The purpose of banks being regulated is that there is a long, consistent history of banks doing some things that jeopardizes the economic stability of the country and citizens. The FDIC just came out and said that banks can engage in crypto activities without regulatory approval. You must understand the magnitude of what I'm saying. On one level, why would banks want to engage in crypto activities, and whose money are they going to use? Now, if you don't know how banks make money, let me tell you what they do. They use other people's money. Banks take your savings, they pool your money, they use that money to give loans, to offer credit cards, and they earn money off of interest, off of fees, off of penalties. Okay, are you with me? Banks have nothing until you deposit your hard-earned cash into their accounts. When you trust them with your money because you are insured by the FDIC, the banks then take your money, They pool that money. They offer loans, they offer mortgages, they offer credit card payments, and they earn a profit and income off of using your money. The FDIC just told banks that they could take your money and invest in crypto without regulatory approval.
They don't know what's going on.
That means they don't know what's going on and they don't want to know what's going on. Listen to me, this is huge. This is crazy on steroids. This is unbelievable. The FDIC says it's fine with crypto as long as banks manage their risk appropriately. Oi, 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 oi. Do you know how many bank bailouts have happened? Do you know how many times banks have been bailed out for their inability to manage risk? Thank you for the gift. Guys, you got to tap the screen. I told you this is education. This is education. I need to see the string of hearts for me to know that we're vibing. Show me the hearts. You have heard me say that the FDIC has told banks that they could use the money to engage in crypto activity without regulatory approval. All right? They said in the future, they will identify and clarify what engagement in crypto means. This is the wild, wild west. You see, when crypto just got started, banks were some of the main people who were resistant to this digital currency. What makes a bank who's based upon stable economic factors want to engage in cryptocurrency? To me, those are big red flags. Those are huge red flags. And when the federal government basically turns its head and say, do it, but be careful. And we will come back to you in the future and let you know what's okay or not okay. People are playing with your money. People are playing with your money. So you got people who work for the federal government who's been playing with your goddamn tax dollars, and now you have the FDIC telling banks, and you know banks cannot behave. Banks cannot behave. When the money's being made, banks give out risky loans like Tic Tacs, like Skittles. So if you know that banks have a history when the market is booming to give out risky type of loans, then try to write those loans off and then ask for government bailouts, you must understand the magnitude of what I'm telling you. Crypto is great. I like crypto, but crypto serves a purpose. And I'm going to get into what my understanding of what crypto serves in this economy and this market today, because crypto is not stocks. I want to repeat, I don't give a damn who agrees with me or not. The stock market is based off of companies. Stocks are pieces of paper that is tied to reputable, for the most part, businesses that are engaging in goods and services. Crypto is metaverse currency. It is ether currency. Now, I understand that they have tried to align crypto with the stock market, but the stock market and the crypto market are two different things. Now, crypto is money movement. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to tell you what I think that money movement is. I'm going to tell you the role. Crypto serves a role. I want you to understand. It serves a purpose, but it's not the purpose that they want you to think it is. I want to be clear. The stock market was established based off of real existing businesses. Crypto is not in existence because of brick and mortar businesses that offer goods and services. No, crypto is a bridge. It's a bridge. It's a bridge for people who need currency that the banking industry interferes with. Yeah, I'm going to say it because you heard it. Crypto serves a purpose on this earth, yes, but crypto is more friendly to activities that banks restrict. Banks lock accounts, and banks put your money on freeze. Now, does it serve a purpose? Naturally. But crypto is not stocks. I'm going to state that for the record. Crypto is not stocks. You can take crypto and turn it into cash. It's a bridge, but crypto is not based off of any economic factors that make sense, and I don't give a flying flute what anyone tells you. Now back to it. Banks are now, yes, I'm repeating myself, Sam, and guess what? Read my lips. You just got blocked. You just got blocked. Blocked? Good. I told you. I don't give a damn if I'm repeating myself. There's people in my audience who are being introduced to this information, and they need time and reiteration to understand what I'm saying. If you do not like it, you have the right to STFU, or you have the right to scroll. Otherwise, you get blocked. Now, the banks now have the green light. Banks have the green light to take deposits. Okay, you have deposits from people who want the banks to engage in crypto activity on their behalf. And then you have individuals who've put their money into banks who don't per se know how the banks are using their money. Most of you don't know this. If all of you went to the bank at the same time and you tried to withdraw all of your money at the same time, your bank would not have your money, because the bank takes a certain percentage of your money and it keeps it in the bank, but majority of the money, they have invested it for their own self-serving purposes. Banks are a business. They're in business to earn profits, and they leverage your hard-earned cash to make that money. So now that you know, the FDIC approval comes. The FDIC is approving this, okay? The FDIC approval comes right after the OCC cleared the way for banks to move to crypto. The Office of Comptroller of the Currency, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the OCC helps regulate banks. The OCC has just cleared the way for banks to engage in crypto. And after the OCC gave the green light, the FDIC says you can do it, but manage your risk. When you are in times like this, where you have government organizations giving the green light to entities, banking financial entities that have a long history of playing in the gray, of jeopardizing your money, you must understand on a global and domestic point of view how that impacts you. First off, you should never have more than $250,000 in your bank account. If you have 500,000, you have $1 million, you need multiple bank accounts. Do not have more than $250,000 in a bank account. If the bank goes belly up and they lose your money, you have lost your money. If you don't believe me, go to Silicon Valley. There were banks a year or two ago that used to serve the rich that went belly up. Silicon Valley Bank and Trust. Silicon Valley Bank and Trust went broke overnight. And the government had to step in to save these rich people who had saving deposits. They were depositing their money from Silicon Valley, and they could not get access to their money because Silicon Valley Bank and Trust basically went ass out of luck. So now that banks, they can go broke, they can shut down overnight. You have the OCC and the FDIC saying, hey, you can engage in crypto. Crypto, if you think the stock market is risky, crypto is riskier. So why am I telling you these stories? I'm telling these stories because everything you hear, everything you see is not what it is. This is about cash. You rely and trust in the government to take care of you. You have become too reliant on other people advising you and taking care of you. The purpose of my live stream is to teach you how to think objectively for yourself. Because the only way you're going to avoid a recession and benefit from an economic boom is to be able to think about things objectively and make decisions on your own behalf. You cannot trust what you're told because you have to look at the motivation of the people behind it. Who stands to gain? Who gains the most off of your money? Who gains the most off of your efforts? And then you can start looking at the motivations behind it. You guys, you got to start thinking through. You cannot go from broke money to new money to more money, Canada. You can't go from that unless you take responsibility, you take accountability, and you actually start thinking things through. So what do? Well, if it was me, I would be on pause. I would be on pause on a number of different levels. You have the FDIC, the OCC telling banks who are greedy, bespoke spooks. Now, I don't have a problem with cash. I like cash. I love money. But I love earning money ethically. I like earning money ethically. I do not believe in earning money by duping and fooling people. So that's when I start having problems with cash. Cash is not the problem. The problem is the human beings and what they're doing to get that money. Not many comments. Rose, gotta go. You know why, Rose, you know why. Rose, you know why there's no comments. Because people like you who are broke money do not know how to focus and pay attention. And when you don't know how to focus and pay attention, that means you are not ready for the information I'm doing. Are we clear? Good. Very good. So banks are now going to start engaging in crypto. Now, what this means, I don't know, because I can tell you banks were not an advocate for crypto when crypto just got started. So now that banks are making a decision to go into crypto, what that tells me is that their profitability is hurting. That tells me when someone who's an expert in loans and savings and mutual funds and credit cards actually goes over to crypto, what that tells me is that you're not making money. And when you have a bank who's supposed to make money off of other people's money, and you want to engage in risky activities, that tells me your bottom line, your net profit is hurting. That also tells me that stockholders, shareholders are not liking your quarterly reports. And when banks cannot meet their quarterly earnings, guess what? Their stock suffers. So these brilliant bankers are now deciding to use your money to play in crypto, and the government's telling them to manage their risk. No. That means banks are losing their shirts. They're losing their shoes. They're losing their shorts. And they're trying to camouflage the destruction, the financial destruction that's going on. Now, the purpose of my life is for you not to be scared. This is not about fear. This is about boss moves. This is about following the money. I'm just educating you on what's happening, because old ways of earning money, old money ways are making people go broke. So if you are accustomed to earning money based on old traditional systems, you're going to be suffering financially and economically just like banks. Very clear. Now, is there money being made? Yes. Is it being made in an industry that's right in front of your face? Yes. But before I can get there, I need to break up your thought pattern, and I need you to see the world from a different perspective, okay? Next topic, the stock market. The stock market is correcting after affecting cryptocurrency. So let me tell you something. The stock market is having some wellness days, okay? It's having some issues. And the stock market is actually impacting the crypto market, okay? Crypto traders have worked really hard to align trading crypto with the stock market. And because they worked so hard to align themselves with Big Brother, they are actually suffering the impacts because of that. Now, like I told you before, stocks are based upon real life companies. Crypto is based upon consumer feelings, people's feelings. It's feelings. What does that mean? Well, there's nothing that backs up crypto. There's no gold. There's no products or services. Crypto is a digital currency. Now, it's a vehicle to move money from one form to another that is not regulated per se like banks. So if you want to know another reason why banks want to engage in crypto, because you have banks like Citibank who has gotten money from the federal government from the previous administration, and Citibank is being investigated. So these banks who have received your tax dollars under the guise of nonprofits has now just gotten approval to take that money that they received from the federal government for fake ass nonprofits, and they now have permission to take that money and put it into crypto. What do you think about that? And transfer that cash. The banks like Citibank who are being investigated by Elon Musk, what is it, Doge? They're being investigated by Doge. They just got the green light to take these NGO money, the money they got for these fake ass nonprofits, and now they can transfer that money over to crypto. How are they going to be investigated now? Citibank is under investigation for holding millions, if not hundreds of billions of dollars that was tied to a nonprofit that essentially doesn't exist. Other banks don't want to get caught up, like Citibank. So they now just got approval from the OCC and the FDIC to take whatever monies they have in deposits and put that into crypto. Now, if you don't know what happens to crypto, crypto can disappear. Crypto can disappear. That is the magic of crypto. Now, I love crypto. Don't get me wrong. Crypto serves a purpose. Crypto serves a tertiary market that cannot be serviced by mainstream banks. I want to be clear. Crypto serves a purpose. Crypto is the background, the shadow of the financial markets. Crypto allows people to engage in transactions that they cannot do with the normal banking industry. So now that you have banks legally able to engage in a cryptocurrency, that now gives them a foothold into a world that can't easily be tracked. And if you don't know what it means when you can't track money, it's like offshore accounts type of money. It's called when people do transactions in diamonds. Did you know some people like to have to be paid in diamonds? Now you got to read between the lines of what I'm saying. Crypto made it easier for people who like to be paid in diamonds to get paid in crypto. Because if you lost that bag of diamonds, guess what? Your money is gone. But with crypto, all you essentially need is a thumb drive, right? Are you with me? Where did the hearts go? This can't be complicated. If this is too complicated for you to follow, I'm sorry, but you got to keep up with me, because I'm only here for a certain period of time, and I need to see those hearts, because I'm dropping gems. Okay? I'm dropping legit gems. I want to show you that money moves. Money never disappears. Money moves. And some of it moves right in front of your face. And if you don't realize that it's moving in front of your face, you end up broke money. You stay broke money. I want you to see how bespoke suits take your money, run with your money. The FDIC just gave banks the green light to put money that they got from the Biden administration into crypto. Crypto! So the money can go poof, poof. Quickly. With no regulation. Because the FDIC said, hey, you do what you need to do right now, and you manage your risk, and we'll get back to you in the future about what you can or cannot do in crypto. They just got the freedom to take your damn taxpayer money that they got from the Biden administration and run with that shit. The economy won't go down, though. No. The economy won't go down. When you say the economy goes down, that means there's no money. No, money is always being made. Money is just moving. It's moving into crypto. It's moving into offshore accounts. Yes, educate myself. Brilliant. All right. So why is this important? This is not about ethics. This is about money moving. I want you to be clear. I'm telling you some things that don't seem right, but I want you to understand the purpose of my live is understanding the flow of money and teaching you how to follow the money. I frankly don't give a damn about what's right or wrong. My goal is to teach you how to follow the flow of money, so you have legal, legit ways of prosperity and building wealth. I'm not the moral police, but I will call a spade a spade. Do I think what they're doing is right or wrong? I really don't care. My job is to teach you the game. My job is to teach you the rules. My job is to teach you the patterns. That's my job. I don't care about right or wrong. I'm just educating you on the game. Money is a game. And most of you don't know how to play this game, and you get caught up in your feelings. The fact is, if you listen, you will stop being played. If you understand your rights, you understand the laws, you understand economics, you understand business, then you know how to look after your money. Because that's what this is about. It's about money. And when you understand that and you stop focus on right or wrong, religious, racial, political preferences, and you narrow it down to its basic form, it is about money. Now, back onto this. The stock market corrections is affecting cryptocurrency, okay? Nearly every major cryptocurrency is down for the year. I want to repeat, nearly every cryptocurrency is down for the year. Bitcoin is in correction with stocks, is down by 10%. Now, the behavior of Bitcoin is acting like a risky tech stock. So if anyone who invests and you understand what a risky tech stock looks like, that is how Bitcoin is behaving. Now, investors are looking for confidence, right? They were looking for confidence in Bitcoin. They hoped Bitcoin would go up, but guess what? When the stock market is going down, crypto is going down, and they're not winning. And this is why I'm telling you, sometimes you can't afford to play a rich man's game, a rich woman's game. You got to play the game in the manner that you can afford. Now, crypto is great. I'm going to say that until I'm blue in the face. Crypto is great. Crypto serves a purpose, but it's not the purpose that most of you think. I'm going to emphasize that. Crypto is not based upon real businesses. Crypto exists as a vehicle of exchange, as a bridge to help certain economic activities occur that are heavily regulated, frowned upon by the banking industry. And nobody is going to challenge me on this. No one is going to challenge me on this. Crypto serves a purpose, but this is the true purpose of crypto. It allows people to engage in activities that they can't have happen due to normal banking regulations. And I'm going to leave it at that, okay? So now the stock market. The stock market is reaching a dangerous technical level. I call bullshit, okay? When they start throwing in language like the stock market is reaching a dangerous technical level, let me tell you what that means. The S&P 500, NASDAQ 100 is below the 200-day moving average. Now, let me tell you what a moving average is. Anyone who invests in stocks, okay? No, it's not. It's the biggest discount. It's only the biggest discount if you can afford to weather the storm. This is the bullshit that I'm talking about. People want you to buy low. Yes, you're supposed to buy low. And you're supposed to sell high. But most people cannot afford the storm that goes with the crypto market and the stock market. And that's why they end up selling hot dogs at the stop sign, because you engage in a game that you cannot afford to play. Yes, stocks, you buy low, you sell high. But normal everyday people cannot afford the losses that comes with crypto and the stock market. That's real talk. And while they try to convince you money can be made, yes, but you have to be able to afford the risk. Anyone who watches my live stream, I told you business is about opportunity and history. An opportunity is made up of risk and reward. And if you can't afford the risk, then you're definitely not going to get that big reward. It's a gamble. And I'm trying to teach you to stop gambling and start stacking cash in a stable, methodical, very profitable way. There's a way for you to stack cash that's stable, that is logical, that is profitable, and does not require you to lose your shirt, your shorts, or your shoes. Now, anyone who wants to know what I'm talking about, guess what? Leave my live, go to my profile, my website is there. But there is a role for every financial vehicle. There's a role for stock markets, there's a role for crypto, there's a role for bonds, there's a role for foreign exchange. Not every one of you can stomach the risk that goes with those investment or money earning vehicles. Most of you do not have the tolerance to do it. So if you don't have the tolerance and you can't afford the risk, you think you're out of luck. No, you're not out of luck. You're just looking in the wrong direction. Thank you for the gift. You're looking in the wrong direction. That's it. There's money to be made for everybody, but you need to stop engaging in pools and playgrounds that you can't work in. You can't work. Just because it looks great for one person doesn't mean it's going to feel great to you, because you have to be able to take those L's. In crypto and the stock market, you have to be able to afford taking those losses. And you have to be able to weather the storms. So anyone who comes in my live stream, you must understand, you're speaking fact, but you're speaking facts to the wrong people. The people in my audience can't afford this shit. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to pump your brakes, because this is about stacking cash, stashing cash, not losing money. You can lose money on your own. You don't need to listen to me. Are we clear? I'm assuming we're clear. Let me know that we're clear. Are we clear? This is about stacking money. Money, cash money, not future money. I'm not talking about future money. People need to eat today. You need to eat today. You don't need to eat in the future. Okay? Are we clear? Good. Now next, the stock market is reaching a dangerous technical level. Now what does this mean? Well, key indicators is identifying a direction of long-term market trends. Now, what does this mean? They are using the 200-day moving average to convince you guys to invest in stocks when they're low. What does this mean? Well, a 200-day moving average is this. They take the last 200 days of the year. They average out the gains and the losses to come up with a 200-day average. They've been using the stock market. Financial analysts, investors have been using the 200 days. There's 365 days in a year. They've been using the 200-day moving average to convince you that the stock market is still a bull. Anytime someone has to use 200 days out of 365 days to convince you that the stock market is good, there's a lie in that bitch. There's a lie in that bitch. Let me tell you why. Because if it was really profitable, they would be using 30 days, 15 days, 30 days, 15 days, 60 days, 90 days. Anytime they have to go back 200 days to convince you that the stock market is profitable, they're scamming you. They're scheming you. You're being hustled. You need to pay close attention to what I'm saying, people, okay? I am telling you facts. Now, long-term investing is great, but people in my live stream, I think you want cash today, right? Anyone's in my live stream, you want real cash in your bank account today. Is there anyone in my live stream who wants to get paid in the fucking future? Because anyone who's watching me, you need money now. You need money today. You don't need money 5 years from now. Now, do you want to save for the future? Yes, but you need extra money to be able to save for the future. And if you can't find 2 pennies to rub together right now, how in the hell are you starving today for future riches? How are you starving today for future riches? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. People are telling you buy low and you will profit in the future as you are gnawing on pennies, as you're trying to eat a penny because you're hungry. That is not good decision making. That is foolishness. That is foolishness. So when they're using a 200-day moving average to convince you, guess what, too much of adult language, then you should take your childish behind and go to Block City. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Spencer. Now back to it. When the stock market uses the 200-day moving average, that's out of 200 days out of 365, they are covering up something that is beyond a correction. You must, I keep saying this, you must listen to me. When you need 200 days out of 365 days to dupe people that the stock market is still profitable, that is cataclysmic. It is a catastrophe. It is bad. A week or two ago, I told you that investors were telling you to buy. And I told you the economic fundamentals did not make sense for you to buy stocks right now because the government is cutting spending, businesses are cutting spending, consumers are cutting spending, and investment is questionable. So now a week later, I am here live streaming to you, and these sons of bitches are basically telling you, okay, that the stock market is reaching dangerous technical levels. Now, 4 weeks ago, I had a girl named Tonya. Tonya came in my live and told me I was delusional and y'all should weather the storm. Tanya is now on Wall Street selling hot dogs at the stop sign because she just lost her job trading on Wall Street. Real talk. These folks are trying to save their asses. They're trying to save their asses. And they are manipulating facts and figures to convince y'all that BS is not there. I smell BS. And it smells foul. You don't need a 200-day moving average if the stock market is actually a bull market. TradeX, wrong question, baby. You're going to get muted, TradeX. TradeX, I told you, if you give comments that do not add value, you will get muted and or blocked. I need you focused. What I trade is none of your damn business. What I'm trying to teach you is how to objectively analyze what is happening in front of your face so you can go from broke money to new money to more money. This is really critical. Either you get in alignment, okay, or you get muted and or blocked. You take that gamble, okay? You take that gamble. Oh, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me tell you what's happening. Key indicators for identifying the direction is identifying a trend downwards, okay? Securities are falling below indicators or trends. They're downwards. When the numbers are getting ready to cross through the 200 moving day average, when the trend is getting ready to fall below the 200-day moving average, that means that stocks are dropping faster than they're gaining. The purpose of using a 200-day moving average is like reassurance. But when the numbers are coming close and getting ready to cross the 200 moving day average, that means there are more losses than there are gains. And when the stock market is falling that much, that's a big deal. That means the economy is shrinking. It means it's shrinking. So you have people telling you to invest. No, keep your cash. Keep your cash. Rich people can afford this right now. You can't afford this. Rich people can afford this because they can weather the storm. You cannot afford this. So this is where you sit this game out. This is when you step out of this game and you wait, because this is not the game you want to play. This is like being in the jungle and you have a wild rabbit predator that's coming for everybody's ass who's engaging in this stock market, okay? It's not good. Recent trading behaviors indicate that the 200-day moving average of the past is serving as a resistance line for stocks. Look, let me tell you this. The support lines of the 200-day moving average is not going to be able to support what is happening. It's not going to be able to support what's happening, and I want you to be aware of that, all right? Let me move on to the next topic. Money moves, people. Just because money is moving from the stock market, money is moving into other people's pockets. I want you to know that. Now, the purpose is that you get money moving into your pocket. But I want you to realize bubbles, economic bubbles. Now, here's my next story. HSBC, Citibank, has cut the outlook for stocks in 2025. Listen to me. HSBC, Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation, HSBC, okay? And Citibank. Citibank, who's being investigated by the United States government. Citibank, who's being investigated by the United States government for holding money, hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? Citibank and HSBC has cut the outlook for stocks in 2025. Thank you for the gift. This is a big deal. This is a big deal, okay? HSBC says U.S. equities are challenged by tariffs and better opportunities are elsewhere. Hold on. I'm going to give you my commentary in a second, okay? They have changed their rating of the U.S. Okay? Citibank?
Citibank specifically.
Citibank. Hold on. They have changed their rating of the U.S., okay? The U.S. is now overweight. The U.S. went from overweight to neutral, and China has gone from neutral to overweight. What does this mean? Okay. Banks like to evaluate the economies of countries. And they like to evaluate the economies of countries to let you know where it's a good place to invest. It encourages investments. Yes, puts are a good way to earn money. But Jennifer, not everyone knows how to do puts. But you're correct, Jennifer. Listen to this. Citibank and HSBC has basically cut their outlooks for stocks for 2025. They're basically saying that the U.S. has gone from overweight to neutral, and China has gone from neutral to overweight. What does that mean? They're basically saying that the U.S. is not looking like a good investment deal. Okay? What is puts, Eva? Puts is a way of buying stocks when the market is dropping. Now, no more of that. Focus. Citibank and HSBC are basically saying that China is a better investment than the U.S. Now, you must understand the audacity of this on so many levels. On so many levels. You have U.S.-based companies that are telling U.S.-based people in the world that they are better off investing their money in China than the U.S. Now, let me tell you about Saint Upit. Saint Upit. Does anyone know what Saint Upit is? Saint Upit. That's ST.UPID. Saint Upit. The Chinese economy is rich because of consumerism by the U.S. So if the U.S. economy is shrinking and declining, and these banking people, investor people are telling you to invest in China, how in Sam hell does that make sense? Because if the U.S. is not buying, and we're not buying Chinese goods, why is China a good investment opportunity versus the U.S.? That doesn't make sense. Let me tell you what I think is happening. Are you ready for me to tell you what I think is happening? China has built its wealth off of producing goods, cheap goods, that they ship back to the U.S. and we buy. We buy a lot. That's the beauty of capitalism. We buy a lot. If the U.S. economy is shrinking and we're not buying at the quantity we used to, who's going to buy the Chinese goods that U.S. investors are now investing in China? If U.S. investors are investing in China and investments are for creating goods and services, and the U.S. is not buying the same way we're buying, who's going to buy all those goods that investors are putting money into China? Who's going to buy it? Mexico? Okay. Who else? Who else is going to buy? Mexico? Canada? The EU? I'm sorry. These folks do business with the U.S. It's because of the sheer power and impact. The rich is not going to buy that much. China has the whole world to trade with. Maybe they do. China made their money off of engaging with consumer activities of the U.S. So yes, they have the whole world to trade with. But if they had the whole world to trade with, then why are they upset about U.S. tariffs?
Correct.
Make it make sense. China has the whole world to trade with. You are absolutely correct. And if that was the case, why are they butt sore about U.S. tariffs? You want to know why? Because the money's in the U.S. Yeah, Chinese consumerism is spiking. Of course they are, because that's called global trade. And because of global trade and U.S. people buying goods, the Chinese economy just benefited like we do. Very clear. Very clear. Canada will buy all those goods. Let me get on topic. Real talk. If you pay attention to history, let me explain to you what happens. You have a billionaire named Li Ka-shing. Li Ka-shing is a Chinese billionaire. So Li Ka-shing was attempting to sell his ports, two of his ports, to the U.S. government. I want to repeat, I'm going to tie this all together. You have U.S. companies, U.S. banks who are advocating for investors to move their money from the U.S. to China. All right? They're saying China is a better investment. Cool. Hypothetically, let's go down that path. China is a better investment than the U.S. Let's say this hypothetically. The Chinese government has just stopped Li Ka-shing, which is a billionaire. They stopped him from selling two ports that he owns. Ports are shipping ports. Now you would ask, a man who is rich, who has his own company, why would the Chinese government step in and prevent this man from selling something that his assets? Well, let me tell you about the history of China. The history of China is based on communism. Now, communism, I don't care if it's right or wrong, but let me tell you about the history of communism. What happens with a communist type of government is that when they are not making money, let me tell you what they do. They seize assets of other people. They interfere with the ability of other people to manage their business. So you just had a man named Li Ka-shing who has been stopped by the Chinese government from selling two of his ports to the U.S. economy. If the Chinese government were really stacking cash the way some of you say they have the rest of the world to spend with, why would they care if Li Ka-shing sold two of his ports to the United States? Because they're not making that money. First. Second, all of you who are moving your money from the United States and you are investing in China, let me tell you what's going to happen. Does anyone know what happened to Russia recently? Does anyone know what happened to Russian assets when the Ukraine-Russia war started during the Biden administration? Is there anyone in my live stream that knows what happens to the money of the oligarchs of Russia? What happened to the assets that were owned by Russians in the United States? What happened to the assets of people, rich people who invested in the U.S.? What did the U.S. do to those Russian assets? They were taken. So for those of you who think that you're going to take your money from the U.S. and invest it in China, and you think that China is overweight and safe, let me tell you about the history of China. China is a great country. It's a great country, but its foundation is communism. And just because it has been engaging in capitalistic activities, you must understand history. That is the purpose of my live stream. You people who put your money in Chinese investments, don't be surprised when the Chinese government freezes your USA assets and cash and you cannot get it out the country. Yeah, you see me. You see me. Where's those hearts? These investors, companies, and banks are trying to encourage you to take domestic and international investment from the U.S. and put it into the Chinese economy. You are getting set up to be played. Ding-a-ding, 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 ding, ding-a-ding, 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 ding, ding-a-ding, 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 ding, ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, ding, ding-a-ding, 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 ding, and you can't do shit. Thank you for the gift. Tap that screen. Where are you? Where are you? Tap the screen. Come on. Tap the screen. If you don't believe me, I don't give a damn. It's a setup. If we can freeze Russian assets because of Ukraine-Russia war, what makes you think that China won't freeze the assets while we're dealing with trade wars? You people don't fucking get it. You don't get it. You listen to these banks and you listen to these investors tell you that China is a good investment. China is a great investment. But there are hidden costs. There are sunken costs. There's political costs. China is a great country. It's a wonderful country. It's a profitable country. But you must understand the politics that are at play. There are trade wars that are happening. And if we can freeze the assets of Russians, just because they happen to be Russians, what makes you think that China cannot freeze your goddamn investments over there? You need to think it through. So while these people are encouraging you to take your money out of the U.S., you're running the risk of your money getting frozen because you don't know how long these trade wars are going to happen. China is working to align with the EU against the U.S. Why? Because they need political strength. So for someone in my live stream saying, hey, China can trade with the rest of the world, China can trade with the rest of the world. But China doesn't want pennies. China wants cash. And cold hard cash. They don't want peanuts. They don't want pennies. They want cash. That is why China is aligning with the EU to get the U.S. to come to the table because they want that bank. They want that real bank. They want to stack that real bank. So if you're going to come in my live stream, you need to come correct. You need to come correct. So anyone who's listening to these companies like BlackRock, and you're listening to HSBC, and you're listening to Citibank tell you to put your money out of the U.S., which is a capitalistic society, and put it in a society that has a history of communism, I don't have a problem with communism. I don't have a problem with being capitalistic. What I got a problem is that you don't understand risk. You don't understand risk. When a country seizes the assets or stops the sale of a private individual from selling something that he owns, that means the country does not have as much money as they want you to think. Okay? Now, what is the purpose of all this? The purpose of this is education. The purpose of this is everything is not what it seems. The purpose of this is for you to be able to identify objectively what is happening, to follow the money, to earn the money, to stack the money and stash the money. But to stash that money, you have to understand what is happening on the global trading field. You cannot believe everything that these people are telling you because they're working out of their self-interest. Now, what do you do when you're dealing with a recession, global recession or global recession and a domestic recession and trade wars? You need cash. You need the ability to stack cash. You need to have less risk. You need not to have any inventory. You need to be able to earn money in a lucrative industry that allows everybody and anybody. You forgot to block me again. No problem, J Bucks. I got you. J Bucks, your wish is my command. There you go. You need liquid assets. And you need the ability to earn money anywhere in the world. Now, where's the money? The money is booming in the digital industry. The digital industry is where hundreds of billions of dollars are being invested. What are the digital industry? It's cell phones, it's quantum computing, it's algorithms, it's AI, it's humanoids, robotics, it is e-learning. The list goes on and on. Thank you, Scrappy. The list goes on and on. So even though money is moving, even though some people are going broke, even though the stock market needs some mental health days. Yes, the stock market needs some days where it can decompress because the stock market is losing it. Crypto wants to be like Big Brother, and because they want to be like Big Brother and not serve their true purpose, they're also taking hits. Crypto's taking hits because they want to be like Big Brother instead of serving the real role that they serve. Nonetheless, money. The e-learning industry uses automations and AI. The e-learning industry is highly profitable and it's booming. You want to know why it's booming? Because 1, it's online. 2, we're in the digital age. 3, everyone has a cell phone. 4, everyone's investing. And 5, Trump is in the process of dismantling the Department of Education. Trump is in the process of dismantling the Department of Education. Trump is also cutting funding to universities like Johns Hopkins and Columbia. Trump is cutting funding to universities that are used to getting hundreds of millions of dollars. So you think that these universities are going to cease to exist? No, you happen to be alive during a time that digital technologies are making things efficient, easier, and profitable. It's giving you access to information that you normally would not be able to have access to. Now, what does this have to do with you? The U.S. won't be able to compete. We'll see. Time will tell, Rizma. Time will tell. But let me tell you this. Trump is securing investments, trillions of dollars of investment from the Middle East. So anytime someone can get an investment of $1 trillion, hundreds of billions of dollars, that means what you say may not necessarily be true. But we will see who's telling the truth. It's either you or me. Now, this is my live stream. And I'm going to bet on me. You bet on you, and I bet on me. And let's see who wins. Now, anyone who wants to listen to Rizma, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Rizma, you get your own live stream, all right? China training theirs. I agree, Rizma. I agree. You need education. I agree. I agree with you, Rizma. You need education. And now that Rizma has introduced you to this, let me tell you what's happening. With any economic boom, even the e-learning boom, you need to get reskilled. You cannot profit from an economic boom with the same old skills, the same old mindset, the same old ways. Real talk. Some of you go back to school to become a nurse. Some of you become an accountant. Some of you become carpenters. Some of you become mechanics, whatever. Some of you understand that you must invest in your education to be able to make money. That's why I'm in cybersecurity. Well, you're a smart man. We're going to need you. FAC Jr., we're going to need you with cybersecurity. You're a smart man. But let me tell you about FAC. He actually had to get education to earn money in cybersecurity. And cybersecurity is also a part of the digital economic boom. Now, what I'm proposing for you doesn't take as much time and it doesn't take as much effort to get the skills of FAC. The e-learning industry is a $1.5 billion daily industry. That means money is being earned every single day. And I said billions. $1.5 billion every single day. Now, why is this important? I told you there's money being earned all the time. There is an economic boom that's happening in addition to the economic recession. The economic boom is happening for those who are in an industry that is related to digital technologies like cybersecurity. Now, you don't need to be involved in cybersecurity to earn money. Because of these digital technologies, they're actually leveling the playing field. What does that mean? It means that a driver, an Ivy League graduate, a stay-at-home mom, a nanny, a gardener, a truck driver, a doctor, anyone who wants to earn money online, you're basically at the same starting point. You're at the same starting point because old money ways are being erased. It's being obliterated by technology like quantum computing, AI, automations, and robots. So if you're finding it hard to get a job and you're finding it hard to compete, you must understand that you are working against the tide. Instead of fighting against AI, quantum computing, automations, robots, you're supposed to use those technologies that are putting you out of a job. The job market is changing. The job market is shrinking because companies and the government no longer need human capital in the same capacity that it used to. So that is why you're not able to get the employment that you like or the pay that you like, because actually you're supposed to be working for yourself. Companies no longer need to employ you. That is why they invested in humanoids and AI and quantum computing, because their goal is to earn as much money as possible. It's about stacking cash. It's about being efficient. Now, how do you benefit from this? Well, you do what they do. I told you at the beginning of my live stream, I'm going to show you and tell you how the rich earn money. First, they have good timing. Second, they invest. Third, they execute. They implement it. You're not going to be able to get a job in the way that you used to. AI, quantum computing, automations, and robotics are changing the game. Luckily for you, you still have a runway to come up with your plan, your exit plan, your alternative plan, so that you're not standing in the food bank line. I'm being real. You have CEOs from Anthropic and CEOs from NVIDIA telling you that robots are closer than you think. AI is going to be able to do the jobs of programmers. They're telling you this. They're telling you this because they're giving you a chance to get your ish together. Now, instead of being a deer in headlights, I believe you take that emotion and you take action. How do you take action? You do what they do. You look at the time. The e-learning industry right now has no gatekeepers, no permits, no licenses, no regulators. There's no one interfering with people earning money in the e-learning industry. The e-learning industry uses AI. It uses automations. It is lucrative. The e-learning industry is a $1.5 billion daily industry that is projected to double. By 2027, the e-learning industry is projected to become a $3 billion daily industry. That is called an economic boom. Now, some of you are thinking, I don't know anything. You don't need to know anything. That's what makes this great. Everything is created. The technology is already created. All you need to do is get the technology for yourself, and you need to get the knowledge to be able to earn money. Now, some of you are saying, what the F? WTF? No WTF. Let me tell you why. You paid more for your cell phone, which is not an investment, that earns you no money than what this is going to cost you. With this, you get an automated money machine. Automated machine. What does it mean? It uses online. It's automated. It's in the e-learning industry. It works for you 24/7. So the technology is already built. Now you need the knowledge and the skill sets. If you don't know how to earn money online, if you don't know how to attract customers, this is what this is going to teach you. You're not going to survive this economic recession without starting your own business. Real talk. If you have any interest in thriving and stacking cash and stashing cash, you must have your own business. Or you will be standing in the food bank line. And I mean no disrespect. This is real life talk. Now, what I'm talking to you about is this. It's an automated system. It does all the work for you. It's an online business. It costs cheaper than your cell phone. And just like your cell phone, you get a manual. You get taught the skills that you need to earn money in this digital economic boom. You cannot earn money in an economic boom without having the knowledge and the tools and the right timing to be able to do so. You can be a high school dropout. You can be a former CEO. You can be a stay-at-home mom. You can be a truck driver. You can be a nanny. You can be a gardener. I don't give a dang what your status is. If you don't know how to take your cell phone and earn money, have a 2-hour workday, get paid daily, and earn 100% profits, you need to pay attention to me. I'm going to repeat this. If you don't have a 2-hour workday, if you do not get paid daily, and if you don't earn 100% of the profits, you need to pay attention to me. Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they earn money, more money than you can imagine, because they look at the future. They look at where the money's being invested. They invest, they get the knowledge, and they take action. This is the same model that you must use as individuals to do this. Now, how much does it cost? Well, let me tell you. It's 40% cheaper than your cell phone. Let me tell you what that means. For a one-time investment of $600 or $300 or $100. I'm going to repeat. One-time investment of $100 or $300 or $600, you get an automated system that's already built. You can have that up and running within 72 hours because all you got to do is plug in your domain name. That's first. Second, you get reskilled. You get taught how to earn money online without spending money. without spending any money. This is a business that does not cost you any money. I'm going to repeat, a one-time investment that's cheaper than your cell phone sets you up to learn how to have a 2-hour workday, daily pay, and 100% profits. Well, Will, I'm sorry, people. Hold on. Will, you just said it does cost. That's what an investment is, Will. I'm sorry. You ask me, you want to be able to earn money without investing in it. Now, what country, continent, planet have you just descended from that you would ask me such a question? Who just dropped you off from the spaceship that you're asking me you have to spend money? How are you going to make money? What in the hell is wrong with you, dude? You spend money for food, right? You spend money for your gas tank, right? You spend money to sit in traffic for 2 hours to go to your job to earn pennies and peanuts and then sit for another 2 hours to go the fuck back home, right? What is wrong with you, dude? Real talk. You're watching me on a cell phone. You spend $1,000 on a goddamn Android or Apple iPhone and it earns you no money. I'm telling you, for a one-time investment of $600 or $300 or $100, depending on your budget, you get the technology and you get trained to earn money online anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. You have an opportunity to have a 2-hour workday, daily pay, and earn 100% profits. What are 100% profits? Let me tell you what 100% profits means. It means let's say you earn $1,000. Let's say you earn $1,000 in a day. You have zero expenses, which means you earn $1,000. This is not a job. You do not work for me. You do not work for me. You do not work for me. You are investing in technology that will earn you money. You earn money from your automated system. I do not earn money from your automated system. You earn money from getting reskilled. I don't earn money from you getting reskilled. You get reskilled. What are you talking about? So what does this mean? If you want to be like Microsoft money, Amazon money, Apple money, Saudi Arabia money, US money, you got to invest in technology at the right time and get skilled knowledge, and then you implement it. That is how you go from broke money to new money to more money. You actually have to invest. This is not stock market investment. This is not crypto investment. This is investment that gives you knowledge. You're listening to me because I have knowledge. This gives you knowledge to earn money online anywhere in the world, 2-hour workday, daily pay, 100% profits using the same technology that puts you out of a job. You're using some of the same technologies that are putting some of you out of a job. It is beginner friendly. It is step by step. A 4-year-old can do this. A 4-year-old can do this. What do you need? 2 hours to 3 hours a day. You need Wi-Fi. You need a cell phone. You need to be consistent and you need to be committed. What do? I don't give out my website. If you want is this 1099? Carol, this is not 1099, sweetheart. This is your business. But this is not 1099. You're not going to be given 1099, Carol. This is like having your own business, but online. Carol, if you hear me, let me know. You're earning revenue just like Amazon. You just have your own business. My website's on my profile. I want people who are serious and who are focused. This is not 1099. This is no different than you going to a store and someone handing you cash. You earning a revenue. You do not get it. Who owns it? You own it. KP, what are you asking me? I told you. What is it? It's in the e-learning industry. Now, guys, you're asking me questions, which tells me one or two things. Everything you need is on my profile. My website's on my profile. My website has all the information you need to know. Stop delaying. Stop procrastinating. Stop playing games. If you're asking me questions like this, most of you are not going to take action, and that's why you're going to get blocked, because you're wasting my time. Anyone who's serious about a 2-hour workday, daily pay, and 100% profits in an industry that is projected to boom in 2 years, guess what they would do? They would go to my profile. I don't answer questions that you can go get the answer yourself. I've done my job. My job was to show you how money moves. My job was to show you where the money is. My job was to give you an option that is risk averse and that is highly profitable. That is my job. Your job is to take action, to go get that information and how to find out how to make this happen in your life. This is real talk. Stop pussyfooting. Stop playing games. I don't see your website. I'm seeing you for the first time. My website's on my profile. Go to my profile. If you don't know how to find my profile, that may mean that you're not ready for daily pay. You're not ready for a 2-hour workday, and you're not ready for 100% profits. You have to take initiative. The training is step by step. The training is step by step. The training is beginner friendly. I am not beginner friendly. I'm only cash. I'm pointing you a direction. That's where the money is. Everything you need is on my website. Go to my profile. Go to my website. Everything you need to know is there. Can you afford this? Yes. Can you do this? Yes. Can everyone do this? Yes. How long is the training? Christy, it depends on you. This is learn to earn. What does that mean? It means you learn and you earn at the same time. This is not like a 4-year degree where you go to school for 4 years and then you get a job. No, you are being taught real time how to earn. Okay? This is a very interactive, very real time, very quick type of thing. How quickly can you earn? I don't know. It depends on you. Some of you lack commitment. Some of you lack consistency. Some of you have confidence issues. Confidence has nothing to do with cash. Doubt and confidence issues have nothing to do with cash. Okay? This is an investment in technology and knowledge for you. The technology and the technology and the training comes. Do I need an iPhone? Do I need a phone? You need a phone or a tablet or a computer or a laptop. Cost? Everything's on my website. One time. 100 or 300 or 600. One time. What do you get? You get your own business. This is not multi-level marketing. This is not cold calling. This is not DMing. This is not network marketing. This is not affiliate marketing. Okay, I have to go. I have another live stream I need to host, but I want to repeat. This is not multi-level marketing. This is not cold calling. This is not emailing. This is not DMing. This is not affiliate marketing. This is not network marketing. This is your own online business, which means you have the technology and you are being trained. You are getting trained like going to school. You're getting trained on how to earn money online. This is an education that you use to earn money. The benefit is that you get the technology with it. This is an education, an investment in your knowledge to earn money online. And you get the tools to be able to stack that cash. You could launch to profit in 7 days. Does it mean you can do it? I don't know. I don't know your education. I don't know your commitment. I don't know your ability to focus. It depends on you. But is the money there? Yes. My job was to show you where the money was at. E-learning is a $1.5 billion daily industry that is projected to double in 2 years. Can you use the knowledge that you're getting to sell other products and services online? Yes. That is the purpose of having an education. You can use this information to promote other goods and services online without investing and spending money in inventory, drop shipping, or advertising. Thank you, truly. So I'm gone, guys. I'm getting ready to live stream again. If you have any questions, go to my profile. My website is simple. Everything you need to know is there. I guarantee you, everything you need to know is there. There's a payment plan. There's a payment plan. All you got to do is decide. 600 or 300 or 100. You decide. You can upgrade at any time, but time is money. I got to go. Thank you for your time.